Hey there, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Charlene. I am a pampered chef consultant, and I wanted to share with you guys the Deluxe cooking blender. Anytime you get a smart tool with Pampered Chef, then you also get a cooking guide. Now, I intentionally have mine. This is just a personal preference. Yes, and a Ziploc bag in case I spill something on there, and then I've got it protected. Sort of kind of like a sheet protector on your papers. All right, so this is really easy. I love our blender. It actually cooks the food. You can actually put raw stuff in there. And you know what? I forgot my tamper. So let me grab my tamper. Where did I stick it? Here we go. Yep, this one, you're going to use the tamper that comes with it. So I had a momentary lapse of a recall of what I needed to do. So if you are a hummus fan, you're going to love this video. So we are going to utilize the recipe that is in the book, the cooking guide that comes along with it, and it is really delicious. I have also done it with extra garlic. It's a little extra oomph, and it's okay for me. I liked it that way, but we're just going to use the one at this current time. All right, so we have a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. We also have a can of northern beans. So we're going to drain these, but we are going to keep a quarter of a cup of liquid reserved when we drain these. So, actually, I see that lemon needs to be tossed. I'll grab another one because it does call for a lemon. All right, let me grab that. Okay, so I had the intentions of using that lemon for something else. All right. My sous chef, I don't know if you guys saw him just come in, and I gave him, just like a kid, y'all, I gave him a little toy that he likes to use. It's a treat toy. It's a mind stimulating. So I just used the can opener. It's like I'm dealing with a kid for real. Never fails. All right, y'all. It's kind of like the Zoom days when we had the kids and the pets while we were zooming in the pandemic. All right, so so I used the manual can opener. I had the little lobster claw right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it has it right there, and I just pinched. So there is no rough edges on this can. So it's a smooth can opener. All right, before I drain the items, I'm going to put my little colander here in a bowl so I can save out the liquid. All right, so a lot of the times with the recipes, it states make sure that you put the directions in order of the ingredients, and that tells you, and in directions for the dips, it says that. Okay, so I've drained that. I've thrown that in there. I think I've made a mess on the handle. Never fails. This is a cooking blender. Let me get that, because that is kind of right around the area where the electrical stuff is. So let me make sure I get that. All right. Okay. I'm going to reserve a fourth. Let's see if I can not make a mess. Watch me make a mess. And this is our baby. Okay. I made a little bit of a mess. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Just so you know, guys, I'm going to set this over here. I have a galley kitchen at this point in time in my life, and so I run out of counter space. And that's why you guys have a bird's eye view in this video. All right, so in case you didn't know and you were looking for an egg substitute, if you were fixing something for a friend or guest and they're allergic to eggs, the liquid in chickpeas is called aquafaba, and it is an alternative to eggs. Okay. All right, so I have had that. The next thing is I'm going to put this aside because that's our 1/4 liquid. Where did I put? Oh, here we go. All right, so again, I'm going to sit this on the can opener, or excuse me, sit the can opener on the edge of the can, the top. And instead of being like the other one, this goes around the top and has a smooth edge. Once I got this, there was no turning back. I loved it. I have not had, and I just pinch that, whoops, get the edge with that little lobster claw, and I pinch and I lift. Okay, it's almost like a little parrot beak. Kind of cute. All right, so let me stick that over here. I'm going to drain the Great Northern. I don't think it said anything about rinse. Let me grab that. That's the beauty part of a galley kitchen. I can stand here at the kitchen while it's draining into the sink and I can grab. Okay, so chickpeas reserve, liquid from the chickpeas, got that, and drained. It didn't say anything about rinsing. All right, so here we go. Let's make not a mess like I did. And I did again. You would think I would learn. You would think I would learn, y'all. Goodness gracious. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let me wipe this. You know, what do they say? If you keep doing the same thing and you get the same results and expecting a different outcome, what is that, insanity, right? So let's not be insane. All right. I took the glass pitcher apart. This is a glass pitcher, and I took it off, and I just kind of slid the blender part back for right now. All right, let me wipe some liquid between my fingers. All right, so the next part is 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I want to use our citrus press after I cut the lemon. Oops. Got some aquafaba right there on the little cutting mat too. I'm making all kinds of mess. Pampered, not perfect. Yeah, pampered, not perfect, right? Okay. I'm going to sit this in here on the stove. Okay, alright. So we're going to cut this. Just so you know, if you needed more, if you wanted to get more juice out of the lemon, you can also microwave it as well. Alright, so I'm going to grab a 1 cup prep bowl. And I am going to, first off, squeeze the juice into that. You're going to put the flesh side down into the press. And then you're going to squeeze. And it really gets it. Alright, so it's got it. I think you guys can see my whisk there is kind of in the way. Alright, and so turn it kind of inside out there. Alright. With our little 1/4 cup measuring, easy read measuring cup, it has your tablespoons on there as well. So I'm going to use that. And I needed 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that was about right. Perfect. Alright, so then I'm going to stick this lemon in there. There's lids that come with this. We have the 1 cup prep bowl. We have the 2. We have the 3. Okay, I really like the 1 cups as well. I use them a lot in my preparations. Alright, so I'm going to put the lemon juice in there because I'm following the directives. Alright, it says add the ingredients in the order that they are listed. You know what? I should have also, done the, so I've done the chickpeas, the northern beans, and I should have done the liquid aquafaba there. Okay, so there you go. Boom. I'm going to stick those together. Lemon juice. All right, I need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to move this back over for a second. All right. Now, I'm going to use our oil and vinegar dispenser at the time of the video. It is a fairly new item. I have olive oil in there, extra virgin olive oil. And so it has the 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon in case you need to know some math there. So I'm going to do tablespoon 1, Elvis. Slow your roll, baby boy. Okay, just like a kid who wants to go outside. Okay, and I'm going to pump or squeeze, and it's got like a little straw that it pulls up to the top. And so I definitely have 2 tablespoons. Used to, I would measure with my heart. Sometimes I still do. But with this, I wanted to be a little bit more specific. All right, so I've got that. And then the next thing, again, I'm just going, so, all right, I'm going to move this out of the way just for a second. Now, I love our garlic. Put this out of the way, clear my space. All right, so this used to come separate. It is now in a set. So it's the garlic peel and slicer is the set. And my counter, I don't know if you guys heard it. So it has literally peeled the skin off of my garlic. Let me get that a little bit better. Let me grab. I may have had a little bit of lemon juice still on the counter. I don't think I did, but I don't think it got it. How did I put that up? No, I gotta wash that. Sorry. That's why I didn't stick it. Duh. Can't open it. I don't have to wash. All right. Okay. Oops. Apparently, I kind of went a little hard. I didn't realize that I was like the Incredible Hulk. Okay. All right. Like dinner and a show, y'all. And that silicone is dishwasher friendly as well too. Okay. All right. So I peeled the garlic. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm making all kinds of noises. All right, 1 tablespoon. Using the gosh, what is this called? My brain escapes me. This is the adjustable measuring spoon. It comes in a set. This is the tablespoon. There's also a teaspoon. And this is dishwasher safe. This top part removes so you can easily wash and make sure that the stuff gets clean in there. And then you just make sure it's dry before you put it back together because you want bacteria to grow. Okay? All right. So I got the tablespoon of sesame seeds. And then 1 teaspoon. Does it go down? Do I have to? Yes, it does. Perfect. I'll grab a teaspoon of salt and throw that in there. All right. So we're going to, next step is place it back. So I don't know if you guys, I'm going to pull this forward so you guys can see. Oops, maybe a little. Let me move it over a little bit. Okay, can you guys see? I think you can. All right. So, I don't know if you can pay any mind, but right here it says lid. So, this is a smart blender. Let me see if I can adjust this for you guys. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, so you can see it still says lid there. And because the now this is sat on there, and there is the section right there where it meets up the electronics part of it. So that's why you don't want to put this in water. And it has, like I said, it cleans itself. All right, so I've put the lid on. You're going to hear magic little melody motif. And then that lets me know that we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. So I'm just going to slide this over here to the side. And I need to grab the tamper at this point. It's going to be kind of loud. Sorry, you're up close and personal. Again, I have you with the bird's eye view. And I'm just going to place the tamper in there. And so the directions are, you add the ingredients for the dip in order listed to the picture. We've done that. I've replaced the lid and locked, and then I'm going to turn the wheel to grind. All right, and I'm going to start the smart wheel, this power button there. And then if the blades are moving but it's not blending the food, I'm going to use the tamper. And for the tip, then it gives a tip for the hummus, you're going to use the tamper in a circular motion to keep the dip moving into the blades. And I don't want to tamper more than 30 seconds because, again, you know. All right, here we go. Right there. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's getting into the blades. And there's a timer that it counts down, so I'm seeing that it's counting down. That's good. Hey guys, can you see that? We're down just under a minute. There we got red. We're under 30 seconds at this point. Under 15. And there is the end. Ta-da! Okay, well, let me knock off some of that wonderful hummus. All right. Let me carefully move it up. All right. Now, so this is the creamy paste. Again, it ended. It has its own, like I said, it did the timer. And it says lid again. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, because I'm sliding it back, but that's all right. So, oops. All right, and so it's not going to do anything else while the lid is off. I'm going to move this can because I'm going to rinse it and recycle in a bit. I'm just going to stick it in the can. There we go. All right, so put that there so I won't lose it. All right, it's locked. All right, perfect. So I'm going to remove the lid. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Y'all, this is so yummy. Once I have started making my own hummus this way, I'm spoiled. I don't want to really buy store brand. So I'm going to stick this in my one of the silicone prep bowls. And so I'm just going to use the long skinny spatula. Now these silicone bowls can be, you know, heated. They have lids. They nest. It comes in a set of 3. This is the 3 cups. There's a 3, a 2, and a 1 cup. And I really like those as well too. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of get in there. I don't want, the blades are sharp, so I don't want to kind of, let me see if I can go ahead and get this. Nope. So there has been, in the December, I'm working it backwards, December, then there's November and October. Pampered Chef, at the time of this video, had teamed up with Joy Bauer, and we had a test kitchen, and she made a hummus board. The butter boards at the time of the video here are kind of a popular thing right now, and so we know that, you know, butter might not necessarily be, a butter board might not be necessarily the most healthiest option. So in the test kitchen live that she did, and I'm trying, like I said, to be careful, getting all the good yummy hummus, and not, I mean, like I said, I mean, I bought the skinny scraper here for being able to get in here, but I also don't want to take a chunk of my silicone here out with the blades. She did a hummus board, and so that is an option that I could do at the time of the video. It is about a week out before Christmas in 2022, and so there's that option of doing the hummus board for your holiday gatherings. You also have New Year's coming up, so if you need, if you're doing like a little New Year's snack or party get together, and you can do that. Just recently on her Instagram, I saw today that she actually did a hummus wreath, so that's really cool. I'm not going to do that for you guys today, or the time of the video, but that would be really cool. So, I suffer from PCOS, and so I was kind of wanting a healthier snack. I'm kind of doing, I guess, pre-January, I'm kind of wanting to get on the healthier train here, so by day I am a teacher, and it can be stressful. Teaching in the pandemic has been stressful. I'm sure if you're a parent in the pandemic, it has been stressful for you. So I appreciate you partnering with your teacher to ensure the best of your student. If you've had a student in school during the time of the pandemic. So we always appreciate any parent that partners with your child and the teacher to ensure the best. So I had one right before Christmas break, so I appreciate that parent. Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all. Alright, so I think I've got it pretty clean. I may have been working at a turtle's pace to get it. You know, that's okay. Still unsteady, right? Tortoise in the hair. Alright, so also, while I'm doing this, because I talked about how it cleans, self-cleans, so I'm gonna let it do that in this video as well too. How about that? I'm gonna scoot this. So maybe it's not the prettiest in this container. Let me get that down. I think, and there's measurements on this container. So let me see where it's at. It is at like 2 cups. So that created about 2 cups of hummus. So I didn't get anything fancy. I just did the plain that you could do. I'm sure you could add like, you know, some like at the store you have the roasted tomatoes and all that kind of stuff, the extra everything kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to just stick that in there in the can with the tamper. I'm going to stick this right here for the time. But I need to wipe that. That's going to get on my nerves. And you guys can see that. All right, cool. Get that. It's kind of messy right there. All right. So again, I have a galley kitchen. I just got you kind of in a bird's eye view there. All right. So I am going to do 3 cups of water. All right, here's 2. And 1, so that's 3. I'm going to use 1 to 2 squirts. Oops, you know what? I can read, and it looks like I got a little happy. There are measurement marks on the blender, so I'm going to pour a little bit out. I guess I got a little excited there. Okay, 1, 2 squirts of soap. All right. And I'm going to slide this back out where you guys can see this. Now, I am so sorry if you can't see this. I know that you're seeing the base. Okay. Here we go. I think maybe that works. I know it's hard for you guys. Sorry. So, putting this on there, I've got the squirts of soap. I'm going to put the lid back on. You're going to hear that tune. I'm going to do the heated wash. One of my favorites is, before I start this, is making hot chocolate in here. We have a recipe for that in the book, and that is delightful. I put milk. It calls for, I want to say 4 cups from the top, from off the memory without looking. I want to say it calls for 4 cups of milk. I put the 4 cups of milk in, and then I can kind of put it. It takes about 40 minutes before it gets to the point. You have the other things that go along with it other than just the milk. There's like a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and like a teaspoon of salt. And then you hit the, I think, soft setting. When it gets to the add, you hit cancel, and then you'll do, I want to say, a cup of chocolate morsels, semi-chocolate morsels, and you'll kind of pulse that in to blend it. But that takes about 30 to 40 minutes to get to that point of the add-in. So, but it makes some delicious hot chocolate, and with the holiday season, that is a great, great yummy little treat. So that will do that. And I, like in the mornings, I at the time of this video will have a bus duty. So what I'll do is I'll put it on for me and my bus duty bestie, and I can get ready, and it will be about, it'll be ready about the time I get ready to head out, and I'll put it in a thermal. All right, so you guys are going to catch the heated, and I'm going to let that go. And it actually heats up. You'll see that there is a little, you guys can't see it. Let me see if I can turn it where you guys can. So there is a little, kind of a square, or a no, it's not a square, it's a rectangle. Let me get my shapes right. And you'll see that it is going round and round, and you'll see the temperature as well too. So maybe I should have done that. I'm so sorry. I should have done it that way for you guys when I was doing the hummus. So my apologies, but you'll get to see it, at least do it this way maybe. I'm going to let my dog in, my little sous chef. He's got to come in and see what's going on, and it will just pulse, and it will heat up. It will pulse various times, and it will wash itself. So, and like I said, you'll see the temperature. So, if you've seen any of these items that you like in this video, that you feel like you need in your kitchen, or if you have any questions, I would love to help you. I am a Pampered Chef consultant, or a consultant with Pampered Chef, and I would love to help pamper your kitchen and get some of these items in your kitchen as well. I do earn commission on some of the items, or the items that I sell, and would love to be your Pampered Chef person. Again, like I said, if you have any questions, I'd love to help you. Please reach out, and you have a wonderful evening. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this heat up, and it does get loud, but it will, as you can see, heat up and wash. And I hope you guys have a great one, and I look forward to helping you with any of your Pampered Chef needs. Thanks.